by Central Tire.
Seahawks fans, I know you're not going to be able to sleep tonight. I mean, what a game earlier today. All the stress, all the emotions, and now the Seahawks are going back to the Super Bowl for the first time in 11 years when the Seahawks face the Patriots, and guess what? They face the Patriots again. But first, they beat the Rams tonight in the NFC Championship 31-27. Just a couple hours ago, right behind me, you could see the confetti. They were celebrating. They were handed the NFC Championship trophy, and then they went into the locker room to celebrate. What a night for the Seattle Seahawks, and this is how it went. The Seahawks and the Rams meeting for the third time this season. Seattle, the number 1 seed in the NFC, the Rams, the 5th seed. Seahawks first drive, and they march down the field. In 7 plays, they go 81 yards. Kenneth Walker capitalizes the drive with the first score of the game, touchdown Hawks. Rams answer with a field goal, but the Seahawks keep them at arm's reach with one of their own. Second quarter, 10-6 Seahawks after another Rams field goal. LA with the ball again. The Rams go on a 7-minute drive. QB Matthew Stafford connects with Kyren Williams. Rams take their first lead of the game. Seahawks get the ball back with a minute left, and QB Sam Darnold showed up to play. Darnold connects with Jackson Smith and Jigba. Seahawks retake the lead right before the half. Second half, 17-13 Seahawks, and they go to punt on their opening drive. The punt's muffed. Ball's on the ground. Seahawks recover. The following play, Sam Darnold to Jake Bobo, touchdown Seahawks. They take a 2-score lead. The Rams never back down. They answer back in a hurry. It only takes them 4 plays. Stafford to Devontae Adams for 6. Just like that, it's a 4-point game. This Seattle team has won 8 straight games for a reason in the red zone. Sam Darnold finds former Ram Cooper Kupp, touchdown Hawks. 31-20 Seattle. These teams continue to go blow for blow. To finish off the third quarter, Matthew Stafford and the Rams strike again. After a taunting call against Seattle on 4th down, Stafford finds his main man, Puka Nacua, touchdown. After a big 4th down stop by the Seahawks and another stop at the end of the game, the Seahawks go on to win and are headed to the Super Bowl for the first time in 11 years. I mean, what a start for these Seahawks. Facing 2 divisional rivals in the playoffs for their 3rd meeting of the year. They blow out San Francisco here at home, and then they take it to the Rams tonight with back and forth blows, but the Seattle Seahawks, they come out on top. Defensive stop to end this game today. And shout out Sam Darnold. What a performance by the QB under center. More than 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. And like I said, they were in the locker room bumping music right after the ceremony. They were smoking cigars. They were having a great time in there, throwing a party. But you know what? Job's not finished. This is what the team had to say post-game.
I don't really know what to say. I'm incredibly proud of our team. I'm happy for the 12s, I'm happy for our city. What an atmosphere, just to be able to take it in after and understand what our team's been able to do up to this point and how they've done it. We're just blessed, just really blessed that we got a heck of a group and a great organization and a great owner and the best fans. So it's humbling too, and it's just pretty awesome, It's just I don't know. I'm kind of speechless.
It's a dream come true, honestly. Just all the work that we put in the off season and the summer, throughout this season. All the people, the doubters, the naysayers, it feels awesome, to have a group, have a collective that, like I said, just plays for the guy next to him. So I'm honored to be a part of that.
Won the West, won the division. Now we NFC champs is nothing better. So I'm excited, ready for this opportunity.
But yeah, just our entire offense has been clicking, and we're a tight group, and I think that's you can kind of see that with the way we play. I feel that support, not with only their words, but, just with how everyone treats each other in the building. There's a lot of respect that goes around the building. Everyone respects the work that, we all put into this great game. And so, I'm happy to be a part of this team, man. This group and this coaching staff is just, I'm really happy to be here. Happy to be in this position. I'm just going to continue to do the best that I can to put this team in positions to win football games.
I don't know if anybody can hear me afterward, but the power of 12 as one is real, Just synergy, people buying in, doing it together. We're not we don't have a bunch of superstars and all that. We're just a really good football team that that's tough and connected and doesn't blink and plays the whole game.
It wasn't just the players who showed out tonight. It was the fans. My ears are still ringing. This place was popping. It was so loud. And of course, it was the last game here at Lumen Field because now the Seahawks go to the Bay Area to take on the New England Patriots, who they played last time in the Super Bowl 11 years ago. Should have ran the ball on the 1-yard line. Sorry, Seahawks fans, but maybe it'll be different this year. It's going to be an exciting one, February 8th, and we will have that game on our NBC station. Coming up on Beyond the Score, a